Okay, I see it there. Ooh, and I can wrap it.
Okay, I see it's being live streamed as well.
Yes, we're in business. Wait, it's loading. It's loading.
Can one of y'all share the link because it didn't work for me again. Thank you.
Private for me.
2 sec, let me see what I can do.
That's all good.
Somehow the settings set to private.
I've got it. I can send it to people.
Did we take it off private?
We will find out once I post this. But I'm not on Triumph YouTube. I'm on my other account.
Okay.
So
No, yeah, I just can't see it.
So, how about them Yankees?
That was so hetero of you.
Uh, it's so small talk of me. I don't know.
Wait, what were you yanking?
You already know the answer, Juan. It's like, don't you play coy with us. We're too smart.
We got our lashes filled, guys.
Ooh, fancy.
You know it.
Have I ever like accidentally poked you in the eye?
Yes, I've had like one like fall in my eye before. It sucks. But they're
It,
like so big that it's like hard for that to happen.
they just went cliff diving into your ocular nerves.
Like literally here for it. Like
Ow.
suck up.
Alex, you're good to go.
Am I? Thank heavens. My
Yes.
ability with small talk is legendarily horrible. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tribal Council. You, our beautiful, beautiful final 10, are about to become our beautiful, beautiful final 9. So, without further ado, let's get into some questions. One, congratulations on individual immunity. I was like, well fought, well earned. How does it feel to be immune this round? And do you think you needed it?
I got a little pump in before, like during that challenge, so my arms are still a little sore, and yeah, I mean, I feel like you always, if I win immunity, I always feel like I need it because again, numbers are getting down, the game is getting longer and longer, and the only way you're safe is with immunity. So
Fair enough. You said you were getting a pump in, and I was like, I swear on everything. I hope this man is not changing the subject, but moving on.
arm.
Brady, thank you, Juan. Brady, shoot your shot can always be quite telling since you could try and constantly get someone out. Did we see anything interesting this time around with the challenge?
That's so interesting, Alex. Thanks for that amazing question. I think that everyone knows that that's how this challenge is supposed to go. So I think everyone made it a specific point to not have it play out that way. At least from my perspective, I don't really think people were actively like being like, "Oh, this bitch I want out of the game, so I'm gonna pick them." But I could be wrong. I mean, your girl's good at misreading rooms, so I mean, it could have been the case. I was lucky to never have to do that because I was too much of a dumb bitch and I just kept picking the wrong numbers. But yeah, I don't know. Good question, Keisha. Get the Magic School Bus reference. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, Brady. Andrew, last tribal council, I think we could all agree was pretty interesting to say the least, as we saw not one, not two, but three different idols get played. Does this mean the game is beginning to ramp up, so to speak?
Uh, Probably. I mean, it was a crazy tribal. I don't see them getting any easier. I don't see them getting any less hectic. Uh, I would be surprised if things went smoothly as always, or smoothly after what we just experienced. Um, I mean, we did see that all three idols went out of the game, but do we really know that there's not other advantages out there? Do we know that there's not some sort of other extra votes or steal of votes or other things out there? I don't see this game getting any less hectic than it was.
I suppose only time will tell. Thank you, Andrew. Next, we're going to move on to Dave. Dave, last round, we literally saw someone go home with only 3 votes. How surprised were you by the outcome?
I mean, judging by the fact that I wasted my idol, I was very surprised. Didn't see it coming at all, and I guess that's what happens. It gets messy, and then things go wrong.
That indeed they do from time to time. Kyle, on a similar note, oh, sorry, thank you, Dave. Kyle, on a similar note, what were your thoughts watching Nick walk out of the game? What were your thoughts of seeing 3 votes, getting him out, and how did that impact your evening and just your conversations with people?
I mean, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I really liked Nick. So did a lot of other people. And I don't think I personally recognized that, or maybe other people did. He was really playing the game. So it definitely was a wake-up call to me to be like, whoever really got him out, damn, you're smart. And it was a good move. So congrats to you if you ever own it. But so claps to him. Was definitely sad. You know what I mean? It's never fun voting somebody out or seeing somebody voting out. So yeah, that's really all.
Fair enough. Thank you, Kyle. All right. James, since the merge, we have seen a 6-4 to 3-1 vote. We've seen an elimination decided by a margin of 1 vote, and we have seen a triple idol play. Are y'all going for the wildest merge votes in Triumph history?
You know what? There's still so much game left to play. But I would not be surprised in the slightest if every vote was that chaotic right up until the very end. I don't know. This one I think is going to be pretty straightforward, but you really do never know. And yeah, who doesn't love a little bit of chaos?
Well, apparently all of you are big fans. That's all I'm going to say about that. And, you know, that's not a complaint. It's a delightful observation. So thank you for that, James. We appreciate you. Has Tasha made it into the chat? I do not see her, so we will hold on to her question unless she arrives. Michael, now that players who have been voted out are building what will become a jury for the winner, how much more complex does the game become for you?
Oh, I mean, I think jury management becomes very complex. It doesn't seem like it's that complex for a lot of the other players in the game, but it does seem pretty complex for me. So yeah,
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, no, I totally will. Because I think not speaking to someone and leaving them on red is very indicative of not wanting a jury vote. And so if I have messaged you in the past half hour and you have not gotten back to me, and I do believe that I'm probably going home tonight. Well, we'll see about that. But I do want to say that I think that is probably not the smartest move on your part, just because we're trying to have a jury like that would vote for you to win the game at the end. So you really have to be careful about what you tell people, and how you tell people, because if you're saying something, because saying something to someone is just important as not saying something to somebody.
All right, thank you, Michael. All right, moving on down, we're gonna head over to Duke. Duke, after how dramatic the last vote was, what was at the forefront of your mind as far as making sure the vote is not on you tonight?
Yeah, definitely dramatic for sure. But what could I do to make sure it's not on me? It seems like that a lot of these merge votes, Alex, have been kind of winding down to the last hour when people kind of talk. I just wanted to voice my preference on the vote right when, immunity was done. I don't think many people care, but I just wanted to, send out who I would have wanted to vote out to the people that were going to be voting. And yeah, that's all I can do is tell people, what I'm feeling, why I'm feeling the way I am. And if they're on board with it, cool. If not, shit.
Well said. Thank you, Duke. And then moving last but absolutely not least, Miss Laura. We do have a live night coming up, and we wanted to ensure that everyone would be able to be there so they could prepare for it. Are people already starting to think about live night?
Honestly, not from the conversations that I've had, although we probably should be, considering it's 3 nights away now. Yeah, 3 nights away now. So, yeah, it's not something that I've heard much about personally, but it is something to keep in mind for the future, for sure.
All right, well said. Thank you, Laura. Do any other members of Productions have questions for our final 10?
I don't personally.
All right. Does anyone have anything they want to say, share to the group before we open our breakout room and start casting some votes?
Yes, I have a lot of things to say and a lot of things to whisper. So here we go. Kyle, I think it's funny that you said that you are like the person who voted Nick is the smartest, because I know that it's you and you were playing these people like a fiddle. And I think you are a high contender to win the game. I know you have put my name out there and you were trying to vote me out, but it's not going to work. You were going to go home tonight. And Brady, I know you had mentioned that a lot of people didn't make explicit moves in the challenges. Well, I did. I put Kyle up on there to get him out of the challenge because I want him to go home tonight, and that is what's going to happen. Okay, so now that that is out of the way, I would like to whisper to. Let's see. Is Duke here? I'm gonna whisper to Duke.
I don't know what that means, but I am here.
Yes, and more people will be getting their turn in.
In 2 seconds, just confirming this. And by confirming this, I mean just double checking that that is a thing in Triumph.
Like what?
Ollie, I don't know if you've checked the chat, but we've never done whispers. So not a
Yeah.
thing. If you want to talk, you kind of have to talk out here.
Is true.
I mean, I'll talk, everybody. Hi. No, like didn't vote Nick. I liked Nick. I was close with Nick. Makes no sense to vote Nick. People have confirmed that you voted Nick, Michael. So I think everybody knows. I don't know why I blatantly lie about it. I'm someone who always like goes up to my vote. I have pressed people after tribal. Many of you know, like I've pressed people like you fucking voted Nick. So why would I do that if I voted Nick? I don't know. I think it's funny. So no, that's all.
Anyone else have anything they want to get off their chest?
Let's just say that some people besides the immunity winner might be safe tonight. Let's see. Who else am I going to whisper to? Let's whisper to James next.
We don't do that. What? I'm confused. What happened?
Where
Oh,
do
you
you
just don't
see
do
that we
that?
whisper?
No, you can't talk in one-on-one chats during tribal. You talk out loud.
Oh, okay, then I'll talk out loud. I don't.
We just said that.
I'm so sorry. Well, I don't really care, but I will air out a lot of tea. Kyle, it has been clear that you have a duo with Tasha day one. And so like I'm just airing that out. Let's see what else. Duke, I have been loyal to you this entire game. I have not voted against you. So I'll say it. I voted Nick. And I have tried to paint a target on Kyle this whole time, and Kyle has clocked me. And Kyle will win this game if I go on the jury. James and Laura, I think this is a huge mistake for you to be voting me out and not Kyle, just because like I have been loyal to you guys, and this really is poor jury management from both of you guys. Not because you're voting me out, but because of the way you guys have talked to me towards the end of that. So I don't really appreciate that. But the people I have said that I will stay loyal to this entire game, I have remained loyal to, and I will stay loyal to y'all for the rest of the game because besides Nick, before you say that, Kyle, I have not lied a single time to any of you guys, and I will continue to not lie to you guys. So you guys can make this huge mistake and everything, voting me out, but I have never been the head of any of the votes. I have been a number for other people, including the Nick vote. And I think this is just taking the ball down the curb for a lot of you when I really could vote with you guys in the future. And I have told you guys that I'm down to do that. Like I wanted to vote Kyle because everyone came up to me and said they were voting James and Laura, and I did not want to do that. I wanted to vote Kyle because Kyle is playing the best game in here. So I will be casting my vote for Kyle G tonight.
I'll keep it really short. I promise, host. I'm so sorry. I think there's a difference between voting 8 out of 8 times correctly and me voting 3 times in the past and being completely blindsided on the Sky vote, voting incorrectly on the Kyle or Kyle vote, and then just being blindsided on the last vote, getting to get voted out who I liked. I mean, Michael, you created the original Koryak group chat and then blindsided Nick the next vote. I think that's just untrustworthy, like point blank, period. So I don't know. I think you were caught up in lies and caught up trying to play both sides, and that sucks. And I'm sorry, but like, no. So hopefully people got me.
Yes, actually, no. Continue what your thought first.
That's all. I wanted to keep it short.
Anything else? Okay, well, I'm not going to. So, let's see. Also, you have deliberately lied about your connections and relationships this entire game, and you can say you didn't know about any of the votes X, Y, and Z. Yet you have this relationship with Tasha. You've been talking to Juan, and no one has clocked Juan talking to you, but that's been the case as well. You're talking with Duke, even though you voted him. Like you have this mystical aura of getting people to no, Duke, don't shake your head because I know you're in on this plan too. So, and if you're not,
I agree with you. I agree with you.
yeah,
I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
okay. And like, and it's just
I'm
like
mad
you
at
have
him.
this aura of switching up on people and still getting them to not want you to go home. And yes, I did want to remain Koryak strong at first. That is what I wanted to do. I wanted to protect your ass. Yet you went right along and found other allies and stuck with them instead of coming to me and wanting to be working with me. And so I'm like, okay, like you're clearly snaking and playing in the middle. So I don't really know. Yes, there were a couple lies told, but at the same time, I have not deliberately lied about my connections and my relationships and how I have talked to people this entire game to any other relationship I've talked to. This entire game. I have made sacrifices this game for other people, and which you have not done once. You have lied about your relationships. You knew about getting votes, and you knew about getting your idol, and you knew to play your idol on you. Like it's just like this idea that like you're out of the loop is so far fetched just because you are literally talking to every single person in this game. You were voted as a social threat for a reason. So
I mean, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't be social. Been on the bottom the entire game. So am I not going to be social to try to get myself out of it? It's like kicking me while I'm already down. You know what I mean? So
and if
you're
I
gonna
go
chat
home,
with
you will
people.
be
Who's
getting
not chatting with people? You're chatting with people. I'm not blaming you for it. It's just the difference is that I own up to my shit and you don't. So yeah.
I just did own up to my shit. I just
Well,
owned up
period.
to
Too
it.
late, too late.
What is
Sorry.
there to not own up to? What is there to not own up to? Say it, because you said I didn't own up to something. What is it that I'm not
No,
owning
you
up
just
to?
did it. So congrats. But
I
like,
just owned up to it.
okay,
It's a
period.
little
Let's
too
just
late.
travel then. You're ruining people's day.
You
Let's
know
just
what?
continue.
Well, I'm down to do tribal, but I also think this is actually a huge mistake for all of your individual games. Because this is like, I feel like this is a no-brainer for a lot of you. So yeah.
All right. How's everybody feeling? Who's ready to cast some votes? Or does anyone else have anything they want to get off their chest? I'm scared to
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah, my name was brought up. I want to say like talking to Kyle G because I tried to vote his ass out last round. If that's what you're talking about, then yeah. But other than that, okay.
All righty. Anybody else? All right. So with
Yes.
that said,
Now is the time. One more pitch, and then I'll be done. Now is the time for the people who are on the bottom who have not made moves to make moves. Okay, this is not my move because I am here with my hands up with nothing else to give. So if I go home, fine. But now is the time for you guys to make a move. And if you don't, just like Kyle said, it will be too little too late. Now is the time to do it.
all righty. Well, with that said, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Keisha is doing voting booth tonight.
Correct.
So, what was it? She will be bringing y'all in one at a time to cast your votes. Just in the interest of time and respecting everyone's schedules, if you'd like to keep it brief and cute, that would be fantastic. But obviously, do what it do whenever you go in there. That which brings you bliss. And yeah, if anyone has any shout outs, any to dos, anything they want to say to the viewers lounge, anything like that, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Shout out to Queen Chris Ann. I may not be able to get to your placement, but I'm gonna make waves in this game, and I hope I did that. Or will I?
Shout out to Chanel because she that girl. Yep. And shout out to Big Brother that premieres tomorrow at 9 p.m. I don't know what time it comes on, but shout out to y'all.
Juan, every time we say shout out to Chanel, you mean the drag queen or who?
No, my bitch Chanel. Chanel Lee. Well, that's not her last name, but Chanel. If you don't know Chanel, then what are you doing?
Speaking of Drag Race,
That setup was
a
nasty.
little bit of love. Someone needs to rip that shit up.
by the way, Brady, you know when you said that Keisha did a really good question for you, that was my question.
I was being sarcastic, bitch.
It was a shit question.
Oh, James, you can just fuck off.
I want to like caress Dave's head. Like really bad. I just want to like stroke it. Oh, that sounds so wrong. I'm sorry. I did not mean it like that. But like I just like want to pat it.
You know what? By request, shout out to C-Mac who also says shout out to Chanel.
Shout out to Michael Kors and Gucci as well.
Period.
I love the name Chanel. It's like so cunt.
I love it.
It's like a bad bitch name, I feel like.
Fitting. Because she's the baddest. She probably would never watch this. But I'll send it to her.
Shout out to the
Andrew.
survivor. Oh,
Sorry, I was just going to say, Andrew, apparently you're next to vote. Just FYI.
shout out to the Survivor Later podcast. It's not now because anytime we see a new episode, we hit watch later. Thank you.
Ow.
How long's your watch later list? Oh, she's gone.
No.
Oh no, their cameras got turned off.
There was too much mug. We were giving too much mug. They had to turn us off.
My tits are out
I
now.
mean, you are a mug, James, but that's a different
Oh.
story.
Thank you.
You made me look like a fucking
Wow.
mug in front of all these people.
That's very muggy.
I'm Ekin-Su.
Shout out to my face, forearms, elbows, wrists, fingers, biceps, triceps. Those bitches are still hurting.
Right, that part.
We come back now.
My tits are out, so don't turn on my camera. I'll get you. I'll get you like removed off YouTube. Don't try it.
One thing I will say while everyone's here in one place is I never got to play Pokemon with Nick and then he got voted out. So if anyone wants to play Pokemon, then just give me a shout.
I wanted to play Smash with you, but
It'll happen. It'll
No,
happen.
baby, you
trust
wanted
me.
to. No, baby, you wanted to smash him. Period.
It's amazing, man. Why? It's always fun.
Mad that there's no invite.
Be on the side of the van that we're gonna have people drive around.
Why is the host asking me to start my video? I thought you wanted my camera off.
Okay, you're falling for my so deal breakers.
Why is this bitch laughing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm watching Jersey Shore and Snooki
Oh
is
no,
just
no,
hilarious.
not you, not you. Michael was just laughing and then fucking muted.
because I think I heard Andrew's audio.
Oh, I love Jersey Shore.
Wait, is there like a new like season of it or something?
No, I have this channel on my TV and it just plays all of the Jersey Shore episodes and spin-offs in order. And so like I've watched it like 3 times through because I just love it. It has all the seasons of Jersey Shore, all the Snooki and Jay Wow, all the Family Vacation. And even there's a channel that plays like Floribama Shore.
Not Floribama Shore.
Shout out Geordie Shore. It's the best shore of them all.
Shore is so good.
Geordie Shore is whacked.
Maybe because their men actually kiss, but you know what? That's beyond the point.
Well, that's just how we do it in the UK. If you
Oh,
want
that's
to
right.
kiss some boys, you get yourself over here.
Maybe I should come over there.
Absolutely. Oh, fun story. A friend of mine actually sucked off Scotty T. So there you go.
That's so random. And another
This is a family program, god damn it.
Sorry. Noshed off Scotty T. And so she talks about it to this day. It's like the best thing she beat cancer and she still considers sucking off Scotty T to be the best thing she's ever done in her life. Greatest
That's sweet.
achievement. So shout out Molly.
Not the name drop.
She's shouldn't give a fuck.
I hope she didn't sign an NDA because your ass is grass.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just had to look up who Scotty T was, and honestly, I'd brag about beating cancer personally.
Depends who you ask.
Listen, sometimes it's not the face, but the head.
I was gonna say I need to not ask your or questions in future tribal councils. Y'all wild.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Just venting life choices.
I need more lip filler.
You're beautiful just the way you are.
See, honestly, thank you. Jordan, you were supposed to fucking say that. You're like the one straight person here. Why are the gays having to carry this? You fucking sicko. And Duke, what the fuck? Actually, Duke has a girlfriend, so that's different. But fuck you, Jordan.
Can one of the hosts check the prod chat quickly?
Please, what about me? You don't think like I'm straight?
Maybe you're going straight onto Grinder, but that's about it.
You might be right.
I'd go gay for you though. I saw how you handled those balls during that immunity challenge, bitch. Ain't no way you straight.
My
That
special
experience was there.
It's all about the touch.
The touch, yeah.
All right, I just want to make sure everyone can see and hear me. We all good? All right. I can't shrink my chair down anymore, so we're just gonna hunch while doing this. I have the votes. If there's anything that anybody wants to play, now is the time to do so.
I would like to play the swap idol that I don't have. I would like to play my Ice Cube.
Well, you just said you didn't have to swap idols, so I mean, you kind of exposed yourself there, my friend. Anyone else? All votes are locked. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will have a few moments to say their goodbyes, and we will transfer you over to the jury chats. First vote, Kyle G. That's one vote, Kyle G. Second vote, Michael. That's one vote, Michael. One vote, Kyle G. Third vote, Laura. That's one vote, Laura. One vote, Kyle G. One vote, Michael. 7 votes left. Next vote, Michael. That is 2 votes, Michael. 1 vote, Kyle. 1 vote, Laura. Fifth vote, Michael. That's 3 votes, Michael. 1 vote, Kyle G. 1 vote, Laura. I believe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vote. I think I can't math.
6th vote,
Michael. That is 4 votes, Michael. 1 vote, Kyle G. 1 vote, Laura. Next vote. And the next person voted out of Triumph Siberia, and the 4th member of our jury is Michael. Michael, we've absolutely loved having you on this season. If you have any last words you want to say, please keep it brief.
Yes, I will. I had a great time playing this game. You guys caught me. I wasn't on all 3 of the past boats and have been trying to play this middle as hard as possible. All of you who turned on me, it's okay. Like, I respect it. And fought my hardest. And I love all of y'all. To the ones that are being followers, like, stop. Like, play, because it's not good. And I was being truthful about this jury management. Kyle, it is all game, and much love, much respect, and completely understand that was probably might have been the best move so far. So good on you. Yeah, no, it was, and I'm not calling you out to be like, but good on you. And thank you, everyone. But y'all, some of y'all need to step it up. Like, come on, get to work, make those moves. Like, let's have a real Survivor season. So, thank you. I loved playing with all of you. So.
Michael, we've absolutely loved having you. Unfortunately, the tribe has spoken. It is time for you to go. You gotta leave the Zoom, bestie. You gotta leave tribal council. There we go. As for the rest of you, congratulations on final 9. Yay. We are asking that you guys please stay on call for a little bit.